Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to another menopause information video. I'm absolutely thrilled to have the current chair of the British Menopause Society. So this is Haitham Hamoda. Hatham's going to introduce himself to you in a minute, tell you all about him and what he does. For those of you who are not familiar with me, my name's Diane. I'm a menopause counsellor. I'm the founder of Menopause Support, which is an organisation. We're a small not-for-profit organisation, and we offer one-to-one support for women. And we also run a huge Facebook group of around 19,000. We offer educational training to businesses and organisations. And most importantly, Menopause Support is the home of the Make Menopause Matter campaign. So the campaign has three main aims. The first one is to have menopause education for all our GPs. The second is to have better menopause support in every workplace. And the third was to have menopause included in the new RSE curriculum in secondary schools. And I'm delighted to say that thanks to the 140,000 plus people who've signed the Make Menopause Matter campaign to date, we achieved that back in 2019 in England. And we're hoping that Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland will come on board. So, Haitham, would you be kind enough to introduce yourself to us and tell us all about you and what you do?
Hello, Diane. Thank you very much for the invitation, and I'm delighted to help with this. So I'm Haitham Hamoda. I'm a consultant gynaecologist at King's College Hospital. I am the lead for the menopause service at King's College Hospital and chairman of the British Menopause Society.
So would you be kind enough, because I'm very familiar with the BMS, but a lot of women, a lot of the general public are not familiar with the British Menopause Society. So would you be kind enough to sort of tell us a little bit about it, how long it's been going, what it does, and in fact, what the role of chair is too?
Yes. So the British Menopause Society is a charity. Its main objective is to provide support, education and training to healthcare professionals. The patient arm of the Society Women's Health Concern is the part of the society that it deals with the aspect of supporting patients, providing information. So the British Menopause Society was formed in 1989 and of course has continued to support members and provide information. We've got over 1,100 members as it stands. The patient arm of the Society Women's Health Concern was initially Women's Healthcare back in 1972. In 1980 it became a Women's Health Concern and then subsequently incorporated with the British Menopause Society. And of course we work through a number of avenues to try and promote and support menopause care. Of course, the information, much of the information and what the society does is available in the public domain. So we would encourage people to have a look at them to get an idea of what we do, but also to get the support and the information. I mean, in the current day and age with social media and Google, of course, access to information is there. The concern often is how accurate is the information that you're getting. And we would say, we would encourage people to have a look at both websites because it's up to date. And really, even the patient documents, all the documents, the videos, everything, it's very much evidence-based, up to date, and renewed on a regular basis in that respect. What the society does, we offer, of course, a range of meetings. We've got our annual conference. We've got the one-day courses. We've got our two-day theory courses, which are intended as part of our educational program, but they also are available as standalone. And we encourage many healthcare professionals to attend them because that two-day attendance by itself is an educational avenue that many may find helpful. We've got our CBT course, the Cognitive Behavioral Therapy workshop. Again, that many find that useful. And of course, with the current climate with COVID, we've moved on to doing virtual meetings. And again, over the last year or so, we have moved on with virtual delivery. And it's interesting because, of course, it's a new avenue. It's been a challenge to introduce it, but it has opened a different door in that we've had people attending who often people giving the feedback saying, I wouldn't have attended had it been,
if it hadn't been online.
Had people attending from overseas as well. So hopefully all of this is there and will help further promote education in that respect. So in addition to the conference, in addition to our meetings, we've got our documents. So we've got the consensus statements, we've got the tools for clinicians on the website. And again, we've covered many different aspects. We've got tools for support of menopause in the workplace. We've got, again, that side of things is also progressing within the website of providing different parts of information in relation to menopause in the workplace. We have a BMS members forum, so that's available to BMS members to post questions. And we get many members who post clinical queries about advice and dealing with a certain situation or about principles. It's covered by members of the Medical Advisory Council, where we provide information and support in that respect. Women's health concern, again, we've got lots of tools and information for women. And it's not just about the menopause, it's about general gynecology, about general well-being, diet, lifestyle. So various aspects that are all included within it. Now, of course, another important aspect that we concentrate on, as you were referring to earlier on, is education and training. So training, of course, the British Menopause Society down the years had the joint training program with the Faculty of Sexual and Reproductive Health. But within the last year, we've developed our own program, so PPMC, the Principles and Practice of Menopause Care. And that really is trying to look, we've got two components of it. So we've got a shorter, if you want to call it, component that is designed at people who would want to do the PPMC certificate, which we say on average will take about 8 to 10 weeks to do. So for people who might want to say, right, I want to become a specialist, but I might need support for complex cases. And we've got the advanced certificate for people who would want to say, right, I would want to become a standalone specialist, maybe open a clinic, maybe run my own service. So both components are there. They're both competency-based, online curriculum, and they're both available. They're both started. Now, of course, in parallel to that, what we have developed is the BMS specialist category. So we've got people encouraging people to apply to be recognized as specialists, and we set certain criteria. And once people meet them, they're entitled to apply. We've got over 160 specialists so far. We've established a BMS menopause trainer category. So we would say if people, menopause specialists, achieve certain criteria, they can train other people as recognized trainers. And we've got over 50 trainers recognized within that category. So these are steps I'm confident will help promote training. Unfortunately, over the last year with COVID, a lot of training, not just in menopause, but across the board, has been put on hold. But we do think this really will make it more obvious for people to know where the trainers are. It's all available. A lot of this information is on our website. And we're encouraging, of course, more members to become specialists and encouraging specialists to become trainers. And we'll hope in the wider context that will help promote menopause training and as a result of that, the care provided to women across the country.
And the specialist finder on the website is a really useful tool for patients too, isn't it? To be able to share that information with their GP if they feel that they need referral. I know that throughout the NHS, waiting lists are long for everything, but it has been a really useful tool, hasn't it?
Absolutely. So, I mean, again, it's available, it's in the public domain, and it's, so it's going through it, and you could put your postcode and you could say, right, I live in this area, and it will tell you the nearest clinics. And of course, you could progress beyond your local clinic, and it will tell you about the clinics, who the staff are in these clinics, the website for these clinics, their contact details. And so from that point of view, you can look at it. And again, I would say in this day and age with the remote consultations, it has opened a door. I mean, in an ideal world, and we can cover this later on, in an ideal world, we would want to see more access to menopause care everywhere. But you can say in this day and age, if you're living in XY postcode where there is no local specialist, you can get referred for a virtual consultation with somewhere from far, that might be if the nearest clinic is a bit further out. So that'll be certainly something to look at and speak to your GP and say, can I be referred to this clinic and so on. And again, so that will give information, and it is there all available in the public